My name is Margaret Ann Windsor. I'm legal heir to the British Crown, Victoria II. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 41. I was born in 39 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers, and both twins were dead. So I was given that identity, and my real identity stolen. So I want to read. Normally I just tell things, but I'm going to read it here to try to get this in order and get it uploaded. My father, King Edward VIII, married American Irish Catholic Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor, sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe. An impostor married American spy Wallace Simpson, who was, Simpson herself was illegitimate, born out of wedlock, and a divorcee, which this wasn't even my father, let me remind you, but the fact that this woman was a divorcee and, well, she's illegitimate, that's the connection I'm trying to show too. It's the, you wonder how it was allowed to happen even. This is a double, not my father. But anyway, I made the point there. And they became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, stealing both my dad and mom's identity and title. My mom was considered a commoner. Some of the Windsors were unhappy about that, and the fact that she was Irish American Catholic. So there was a forced abdication, illegal, and there was a legal attachment, and it was legal. An addendum stating that if an heir be born to my father, because he meant to take it back, he never gave it up willingly or anything. All of it's been a lie. If my father had an heir, the heir would inherit, and I was born in 39, Victoria II, the legal monarch. I was kidnapped in 41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama. I've said that, given the name of an illegitimate twin. Both twins were dead. Lina Dempsey, their mother, had actually killed them. She was unwed. But I grew up being called bastard, being told I had no father. In other words, they covered it all up because she would have faced the death penalty in Alabama. So she complied, and I grew up in like a pigsty. It was a hellhole, that's all there is to it. In October of 83, while a candidate to replace Larry McDonald in the U.S. congressional race from Atlanta, I was flown to Larry Flint's for support in that campaign. Now, Larry McDonald's plane had been shot down by a Soviet MiG when it wandered, the Korean jetliner wandered out of into Soviet airspace. So, let's see, I usually just say this, but I learned of my kidnapping about that time, and the Brits told me that my father is Edward VIII, and I'm the legal heir. And a 99-year seal was placed on my father, illegal forced abdication, and my birth. So they really wanted it hid, didn't they? George VI, my uncle, my father's brother, helped President Roosevelt in 39. He met with him. I'm going to show you that in a minute again. The year I was born. I was kidnapped in 41. Joseph Kennedy, who was Irish Catholic, was the ambassador to England, 36 to 46. He helped plan and execute also my kidnapping. Now, he's the father of John Kennedy and Robert. So you've got the New World Order, which has been called the Trilateral, and the Freemasons. They helped orchestrate my kidnapping and take down of my father. And my own uncle, who became the illegal monarch, Elizabeth's father, helped do it. His own brother sell out his country. Um, so here I want to, and that's they became the New World Order. And by the way, Elizabeth is part of that, and so is Obama and former U.S. presidents, and so you get the drift. Um, I want to say now it's 2013, long span of time that somebody could have tried to correct things rather than covering up and torturing me and my sons Mark and Scott, who are heirs. And of course, my father and mother never got to bring me home. They never got their name back or it told. Now then, we've got um, George, Kate, and William named their baby George, who's illegal. They're not legal. They're sitting there. They should be all tried for treason and theft, and how many laws are broken. They named their baby George after Elizabeth's father, George, that became the illegal monarch and helped kidnap me and take out my father, his own brother. So in this photo, I'm going to show you a baby George christening, or Philip, Charles and Duchess Camilla, who is Catholic and a divorcee herself. Harry is right in the middle there, and Pippa, James, Carol, and Michelle Middleton. So here you have Charles, married Catholic, and a divorcee, Camilla. Kate and her parents would be considered commoners. The photo shows Elizabeth with three generations of wannabes, but they're sitting there and they've enjoyed it. The glamour, all of it that goes with it, which it should not be theirs, and it's supposed to be for a leader of a country, not a popularity contest, something to be stolen. And other royals and members of the Middleton family. And it says under this photograph, it's the first time such a picture's been taken since Queen Victoria in 1894. Now, in that photo of Queen Victoria, my namesake, who I was named after, you would have Queen Victoria, you've got King Edward the Seventh, then you've got King George the Fifth, my grandfather, and my dad as a baby, who became Edward the Eighth. And he's being held in the arms of his parents. Now, that doesn't show that picture. You'd have to go back to then. The photos that are left out, and I'm not mentioned, are my sons, Mark and Scott, and me, the legal heir. Now then, I wanted to ask this. Why is this okay? Where are my grandparents, the O'Keefes? Why were they not good enough? And now then suddenly, because there's been a span of time and they've gotten away with kidnapping and overthrowing the British government and working for the Americans is exactly it. Why is this all sanctioned? I'm still alive. I mean, I've lived in holy hell. Seriously, I have. Fighting to, I'd hoped to clear my father's name. I'd hoped to clear mine, because they pretty much muddied mine up too. I hope my sons are still alive. But that's the question I'd like to ask. Why? You see what's happened. Okay, well, I've said it. I don't know what else. I do want to show, while I can get these in, I want to show the photographs. This is my father, Edward the Eighth. Oh, I did want to say this is. I want to say this before I go. This is my grandfather, King George the Fifth, and my great grandfather is Edward the Seventh, and Victoria is my great great grandmother. Oh, now my grandfather George the Fifth died in 1936, which then my father became the king. I think there's circumstances that would lead to wonder how he died if he wasn't murdered. So here you have the New World Order in place, and this woman who is guilty of crimes unheard of. You can't approach her. She's above reproach. And yet all this has been carried out, and she's not a monarch. She's illegal. The world court should try her, but it's held in, well, where another one of my relatives has, that was a queen of the Netherlands. That's where your war crimes are held. So there's certainly, she's part of the New World Order. So some of my family got in on all this. So I don't think that it'll be held in the Netherlands court. They're not going to try themselves. So I don't know. I have to go back to this. I mean, they all, Elizabeth goes to church, all this. I don't know. Wouldn't it be nice if he came down and corrected all this?